This shit's hard, dude. But if you love it, that's all that matters. Do it. It might take you 5 years, it might take you 10 years, it might take you 15 years. But if you love what you're doing, you'll get there eventually. Introduce yourself. Who are you? What do you do? My name is Sean. I act, write, dance. I just love performing in general. I'm working on selling a TV show titled Hometown. I've been writing it I started writing it in 2014, and it's 2026, and that journey's been crazy. But I got a deal to do the pilot in 2024. We did the pilot, and I'm working on selling a whole TV show. Netflix is where I want it. So that's what I'm working on right now. That's my the only life goal that I have right now is to sell my show. On a scale of 1 to 10, how authentically are you living your life right now? Online, offline. Oh, I don't. Am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
Okay. I don't give a fuck about anybody's opinions. I don't care what anybody thinks, especially like my closest friends. They know I don't give a fuck. So like I surround myself with people that know they don't care, and they're just like, dude, it's Sean Sean. Like it's never you never have to worry about me. But I feel like I'm authentically living as authentic as I can. I don't give a fuck, and that's my MO.
Have you always been like that?
No, I don't think like, especially when I was younger, I did give a fuck when I was younger because I was in a relationship, and it controlled like a majority of my life, and I'm grateful for it because I learned a lot at a young age, and it's why I have trust issues with like a lot of people because I was with the same girl from 7th grade to my senior year in high school, and she was all I knew. So it was just like, okay, like whatever you say goes, this and that, and I cared about a lot of stuff because she was very judgmental. She was a very judgmental human, and I learned at a young age, this is not what I want to associate myself with. But I didn't know any better, and when I finally got out of it, that's kind of when I started dancing. That's kind of when like I broke off, like, and started learning about myself. So yeah, I would feel like I really like stopped giving a fuck probably like around like 21.
Okay.
Yeah, took me a minute to get there, but yeah. Oh, this is okay. Talk to me about Hometown. What is the series about? Where did the inspiration for the series come from? So Hometown is based on where I grew up, and the story is high school football, well, high school sports, and opioid addiction. Because especially where I'm from, in a small town in West Virginia, opioid addiction is bad. Like it's really bad, and I had friends growing up that I saw it affect. And when you're, especially at that age, when you're in like middle school and high school, you don't really know any better until you really see it like ruining somebody's life. And there's a kid that we played basketball against. He was a year older than me. He got a full ride to WVU to play basketball as a sophomore, and we watched this kid win a state championship by himself. He was averaging 30 points a game, got a full ride at WVU, and he got kicked out before he even started the basketball season down there because he got caught with like all kinds of like opioids, and it came out that he'd been addicted for like his entire senior year. He goes, yeah, I don't even remember my senior year at all because I was high the entire year. He won Player of the Year, averaged 35 points a game. He doesn't remember any of it. But like, and that's crazy to me to think about, like how much it affects people. And I know my friend's mom passed away when we were younger because she was a superstar athlete. He was a superstar athlete, but she was a superstar athlete when she was in high school, and she died of a heroin overdose because she had like a knee injury, and I guess like when she was younger, and she just got hooked. And that's a huge, especially in small towns where that's kind of like the normal, and it's just like it's so bad. So that's the kind of story that like I'm trying to tell in Hometown. It's a sports story, so it's like good and fun, but it's very dark because I feel like it's not being really brought to the surface. So that's the story I'm trying to tell in Hometown. I want to bring awareness to it, and I just want to like because it's a real thing. It's a real problem that I feel like not a lot of people really acknowledge because it's so normal. And like especially in West Virginia, where it's the number one state for opioid addiction. And there's a ski resort downstate West Virginia, and they got busted for being a pill mill. They shut the whole ski resort down. We were going there every winter, and we were just like, Timberline closed, and they were like, yeah, they were fucking selling goddamn Vicodin out of the ski lodge. We're like, what? It's just shut down out of nowhere. Like there was a doctor, and it was a whole thing, and people were just like, oh, like it sounds like you made it up. I'm like, no, dude. Like this is it's a real thing that happens for whatever reason. And again, I'm just like just as crazy as shit I've seen. Like just growing up from where I'm from, I'm just trying to tell that kind of story because it's real. So yeah, that's hometown. What have you learned about yourself through writing and producing? This shit is hard. It's hard, but it's worth it. Whenever the little victories come, it's worth it. And that's I actually had this conversation last night with my friend that's producing music. This shit's hard, dude. But if you love it, that's all that matters. Do it. It might take you 5 years, it might take you 10 years, it might take you 15 years. But if you love what you're doing, you'll get there eventually. I've been writing this show for 12 years, seriously heavily producing it for probably 6. And it's like, we're this close. I'm not like, just don't quit. That's all I can tell anybody. Just don't quit. If you love what you do it. And that's really what I've learned. Is the shit is hard. Talk to me about a defining moment in your life. How did it change you for the better? Ooh. Um, I hope AJ sees this. There was a producer I was working for out in LA. And this is like 2018 I met her. And I was trying to find funding for a short film. And she talked me through the whole process, and she was like, okay, like, did you find funding? I was like, yeah, I'm taking out my own loan to do it. And she talked me through the whole process for probably like 6 weeks. And she goes, so she tells me to wait. And I was like, I can't wait. Like, we have filming dates set already. I've been talking to you about this for 6 weeks. We're filming in 2 days. Now you're telling me to wait because you think you can help? No, I can't. So we filmed the short film, and that was my first like time being on like a really like big set of my own production, and it was awesome. And we filmed that in 2019. I finished the short film in 2021. Like I actually like finished it because COVID hit. COVID fucked up everything. But so I'm still working with her, but I'm working with her specifically for Hometown, and she's talking about like I'm going to all these dinners with her, and like we're trying to like figure everything out. And she was like, okay, bring 3 of your like producing friends. Kelly was supposed to be there, but Kelly couldn't make it. So we go to this dinner at her place, and we're talking about like what I have like a pitch deck ready, and I'm like, we're gonna talk about this whole thing. And we get there, and she starts drinking, and then all of a sudden she just in front of 2 of my closest like friends in the film industry just went off on me. She literally told me like I almost ruined her career for her wanting to work with me. And I'm sitting there at this dinner, and she's just ripping into me. And I'm like, usually I'm not the type of person to take that shit. And I want to just get up and be like, fuck you. Like, no. But I sat there, I took it on the chin. I play it over and over in my head all the time. Working with you almost ruined my career. And I said, okay, I don't need you. I'm going to figure this out myself. And that has been something that plays over and over and over again in my head. You almost ruined my career. Okay, I'm going to do this without you. And I got the pilot done. She is nowhere near involved. Mm-hmm. So that's like, especially career-wise, that was a big like moment for me where she, like somebody that I've like really like relied on for 4 years. I'm doing all this writing. I'm taking these meetings with you. It meant nothing. You have to like, even like you put all this energy into like one thing, but you have to realize like, you got to keep going. Oh, fuck, that shit makes me angry. Talking about that. But like, my buddy Arthur, he's in the pilot with me also. I text him every other day and I go, dude, you almost ruined my career. I'll text him and I'll say that to him. He goes, I still can't believe she said that to you. I'm like, yeah, I know, dude. Came out of nowhere. And now she's nowhere even near involved with the project. Watch this. Watch it. I don't care if it takes me 10 years. I'm gonna make this happen without you. I did. Anyways, if your future self was here right now, what would he tell you to stop holding back? Listening to other people. Yeah, listening to other people's opinions. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he would tell me just, hey kid, don't quit.
Mhm.
That's what I tell people now. That's what I was telling Mario. Mario was 22 years old. He wants to do music producing. And he's like, yeah, this shit's hard, dude. Do you love it? That's the only question you have to ask yourself. Do you love it? He said, yeah, I fucking love it. Like, hey, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter like where like you want to get to. Like you can have goals and stuff, but like as long as you love what you're doing, that's all that matters. Don't listen to anybody what anybody else has to say about it. And I know that's what my future self would say. Like, hey kid, don't quit. Just love what you're doing. That's what my pap used to always tell me. As long as you love it, that's all that matters. Dude. What is the biggest lesson life is teaching you right now? What are you learning to love about yourself? I love my friends. And I love the fact that I attract friends that are a lot like me, that are like, nobody's judging anybody, because I don't associate myself with that shit. So my friends mean more to me than my friends and my family, but my friends, like, because I feel like having a core knit group of friends is important. And from my like close friends that I grew up with from high school, literally Hartman was with me until 4 in the morning last night. We were just catching up. But like the fact that I can still have a really close knit group of friends from high school, that I can move to LA not knowing anyone out there. And I get just, life just attracts me to another group of friends out there that all went to high school together. And they're like just like my friends from home. And I've been to 3 of their weddings. So like, I don't know. I think that's what I love about myself the most is that I find myself in these situations where I'm around amazing people. My friends up here from Pittsburgh, they all work at Sienna. They're like family to me. So everywhere I go, I don't know what it is, but like I find myself in these situations where the people around me are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's something that I've always like really appreciated, because I always like I try to be a good person. I was like that's how I operate, and I think that's something that I've always just be a good person. It's not fucking hard, and I end up around people that are just fucking incredible. I think that's what I love most about myself is that I find myself in these situations where I have amazing people around me, no matter where I go. Between West Virginia and Pittsburgh, LA, I have amazing friends all around the country.
Mm-hmm.
Like everywhere I go, I'm just like, oh, dude, these people are awesome, and I can call them like I'm literally going like my buddy Blake. He's getting married in September. I met him in LA, and he's part of that group, and I'm at his wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and his bachelor party's in Austin in July, and I can't fucking wait. Like it's gonna be because they're all married. Like most of my friends are married now, and like I'm single because hometown's the only thing I care about. I'm like I don't like would I entertain a relationship right now if it works? Yes, but I have no like I can't give you what you want emotionally from me because I have one fucking goal,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna stop until I get there. So I know that's why I have a hard time like connecting with people, but I can't wait for it. I'm about to be 33 in June. All my friends are married, having kids. Happy for them. We're not getting any younger, and that's something again. My path was very like when I was in high school. He came to all my basketball games, all my soccer games. After every single game, he'd come up to me and be like, "Enjoy this." Because it's gonna, as soon as you are done with all these sports and all this stuff, time's gonna go like this. He was right. I'm be 33 in fucking gym. I'm like, holy shit, what happened? So I think that's something I really try to preach now. And it's as time's continuing, I'm just like, we gotta enjoy this shit, man. Even like I'm doing something that not many people, especially where I'm from, not many people are doing. And at the same time, we're not getting any younger. So I'm just like, yeah, I work my ass off. I take care of my body. I take care of like my health and this, that, but I'm also like enjoying myself when I can because we're not going to get this time back. And I think as I'm continuing to get older, it's more and more like, it's becoming more prominent. Just enjoy this shit. Enjoy it. Do it. Like, that's what, and so, my friend Zach, but like, again, he's been one of my best friends since like sixth grade. And when he was in Denver, this is right after we filmed the pilot. We went out. I flew out there for so my buddy Austin. He got married a couple summers ago, and he was like, Miller was talking my ear off about that whole thing, and I was like, dude, it was like a crazy process, and we were going through the whole thing, and like that's back when he was like doing his photography stuff with Shore, and I was like, dude, we gotta enjoy this shit, but like love what you're doing. That's it. And he was like, yeah, like this crazy, kind of crazy how things happen. I'm like, yeah, just fucking love what you're doing. Things will flow. So when I haven't seen him in a minute, but when he came back, he was like, yeah, I'm trying to do this and that. I'm like, yeah, just love it. I did a shoot. It's one of his buddies has like a clothing brand. And he was like, yeah, dude, so my buddy has a clothing brand. He sent me a couple of shirts. Like, can you help me like model his stuff? And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. And so I like went up to a parking garage and we just did. And I was like, dude, this is your creative process. Like, don't ask me. I'm just here. I was like, dude, whatever you visualize, what you want to do, let's fucking do it. So we did the whole thing. And then the whole time I'm wearing these clothes, I'm like, hey, do you think I could get some of this stuff? So he gave me Josh's Instagram. And I bought 3 shirts off of him because I'm like, yeah, that's what it's all about. Like he does like, connecting in this industry is so important, and it's just about like just being genuine,
right, and supporting each other.
Oh, 100%. That's why I was like, yeah, dude, you're doing a promo thing for him, let me buy some of his stuff. Like I'm not gonna try, I don't want it for free, like let me support his business. So anyways, what's life teaching you right now? Enjoy this shit. We're not getting any younger, so you gotta enjoy it as much as you can. Like it's like life's short. I've lost so many family members, and it's just like you gotta enjoy it while we're here. Because, yeah. Anyways, how has it felt to be seen in the hot seat today? Any final thoughts? Well, it's been fun. I could literally just sit here and talk. Literally, I just sat and talk for hours. But no, this like the hot seat's dope. I think what you're doing is cool, and I think you're giving people a platform that are in the industry that are just, again, like me, just trying to do what they love. And thank you for being here. But yeah, no, I just think this is super dope. I think this setup's like, it's really cool. You get somebody like me that can just literally talk for hours on end. But yeah, no, this is an amazing thing I think you're doing. I think you're giving people, again, like a platform to talk about what they want to do, express themselves openly. Yeah, no, this is a dope project.
Thank you.
Of course.